Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're well. Welcome back and welcome to the initial look at this season's cutoffs. Hope you're doing well. First things first, last season. This is where we were last season. This is how the first couple weeks went, what our average was, what the extrapolated cutoffs were, and of course, for some comparison, where we wound up. Now, I wanted to leave this here for a minute so you could take a look at it, maybe take a screenshot, because there's going to be something very noticeable when we hop into season 30, as we will do now. Here in season 30, you can see that halfway through the season, points are down quite a bit from last season in most of the tiers. I'm assuming a lot of that has to do with the meta, but realistically speaking, I think we're seeing, we've been tracking this since Radiance hit Battlegrounds. That sweet, sweet golden nectar of temptation, driving people to want to finish higher, get that Radiance, get their rank ups, etc. And I think some of that's wearing off. Again, I think a lot of it is the meta. Many people didn't enjoy those first 2 weeks, so you can see we're on track for something quite a bit lower than it was last season. Now, it's early, and so I'm going to track through this week. You can see that some averages down here are picking up a little bit compared to the first 14 weeks or 14 days. Not shockingly, this Mysterium cutoff is pushing up the most compared to the first couple weeks. I think there's going to be a significant push, as usual, down the stretch for this Mysterium and Celestial cutoffs. But this season's going to be a unique one, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Brawlification season. And I think we're going to see a lot of action here in this C1 through C4 range. You can see we're popping up at 600 points this part of the season. About the same as it was last season. Difference being, of course, this season, these gentlemen have a reason to keep chasing, keep pushing, keep grinding. Top one basically gets in, presuming they're eligible. And from there, it'll be a total of points. So people are definitely jockeying to get as many points as possible. I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see how C4 through C1 do this season. So if you're looking for shooting to a safe spot, I think for right now, targeting those extrapolated cutoffs is a good way to look at it. Again, last season, from our first half extrapolated cutoffs, basically everything except for Gamma came in lower than what we expected when we just multiplied out the first half of the season. And again, I think that's typical. We come out of the gate strong in Battlegrounds, and then we kind of slow down, right? Again, people are getting their Radiance, they're getting their first points in, they're looking at new metas, they're trying stuff out, and then it kind of wanes, right? Yeah, I don't really want to do this, I don't really want to do that. And so if you want to just have an initial safe, hey, this is what I want to shoot for, well, I think if you're C6 or below, these are good numbers for you to shoot for. Gamma obviously is going to rise a little bit more. I don't think Gamma is going to end at 32 points, but the rest of them, it's a pretty solid range. And that's about it. I mean, it's early in the season. I know that some people want to know these things earlier, so I figure we do a mid-season video. I'm going to start collecting data for week 3. And unless there's a major change, I won't make a video until next Wednesday when the season swips over to the last week of the season. And we'll take a look at that last final grind. If you got any specific questions about where you're at, what you're pushing for, let me know. Leave that stuff in the comments. Until then, next time, and for members, later today, we go through those labors of hurt. Peace.